My name is Dr. Monique Miles Bruner, and I'm a third-time Millwood parent. So I had a daughter go through, she's 39 now. I had two daughters go through, one is 25, one is 24, and I have two other children that are now in the elementary school, and one is 10 and one is 8. So I am a long-time Millwood parent. This time is very different as a parent because I've never experienced the whole special education or IEP process. I've been very, very fortunate, and my older children were very good scholastically, and so I didn't have any worries with them at all. But my younger children are from a different type of background, and so they needed a little extra help. And so I was very concerned as my son was not talking well. He couldn't put sentences together. He wasn't recognizing his reading and structure and things like that. So I was very worried. But I walked in the first day for him for pre-K, and Miss Bennett, the counselor, was just like, well, Monique, let's get you set up with this and let's get him tested to see if he needs any wraparound services. So when he first started, it was during COVID. And so we were a little delayed in getting his initial testing done just because of COVID, and trying to figure out how that was going to work when children were not in the building at the time. So once we got that worked out, I'm blaming all of that on COVID, but once we got that worked out, it was seamless. And since that time, he has gotten so good. This last year, he was in the second grade, and when we entered the second grade, he was just a little bit below. I think a lot of that was because of the summer downtime, but at December, he was kind of on track, on grade level, on track. And then when I got his test results after parent-teacher conference, I think that was like in February, he was one of the top 3 students in his class. And so since that time, he has just flourished as far as reading. So this summer, we did the summer reading program, and he read over 300 hours. I couldn't believe it. But it was all in finding some books that he wanted to read. So he really likes graphic novels. He likes things about sports. And so being able just to meet him where he was at, he's loving it. And so now he's so excited about school. He's excited about being the top person in his 3rd grade class. He knows how his sister did in 3rd grade and how she made good test scores, and he wants to be better than her. And so I guess I said all that to say that as a mom that is an educator, I work at a community college. I know what it's like for students who are not at level, and how hard it is for teachers to be in a classroom when students are maybe acting out because they don't understand. And while that was some of my reality early on last year in the 2nd grade, as we moved on in the 2nd grade, it was no longer my reality. And I know that it's truly because of the teachers, the counselors, and the wraparound services that we have. So my son, he does weekly speech therapy, weekly occupational therapy, and he also gets some help with reading and speech because he has a little lisp. So I will say, Millwood is an extraordinary school district. The fact that my children are looking at being what they call lifers, and so they are so excited. And so my 3 older children were always mad because they weren't lifers. They came later in. So Shantae, she came in the 8th grade, I think, and then Dominique, she started in the 4th grade, and then Angelique, I think, started in the 3rd grade. So, but it's been really cool because some of the teachers that were here when Shantae was here are still, well, most of them are gone now, but they were here when my older kids were here. And then when the girls were here, some of their teachers were still here. So like Angelique's third grade teacher was Shayla's third grade teacher. And so they were able to share that experience and that teacher together. So it means a lot. I will say that I realized that staff members, our teachers and staff, particularly the support staff here at Millwood, may not get all the accolades that they deserved, but they should. And if I had $1 million, I would give the support staff, people here at Millwood, all bonuses. So this is so crazy because it kind of makes me tear up, because never in a million years did I think I'd be in my mid-50s with some elementary student kids. But life throws you curveballs. And this has been hard for me to help guide them in the way that they need to be. But if it had not been for the support system here at Millwood, the teachers, the principals, just everybody saying, Monique, we got you. We're gonna help you guys and whatever we need to do. It's made a big difference. I can't believe I'm so emotional. But education is everything. Because if you don't have the education, how are you going to be able to live and support yourself? And I hope to be here for these children for a long time. But if for something happens to me, I need them to be able to take care of themselves. And as far as the teachers, especially Miss Bennett, the counselor here at the elementary school, her help has been transformative. And when we see Millwood teachers and staff in the community, my children gravitate to them, and they love them, and I do too.